Okay, wait, Kaz, where did you find out about the Gundam game?
Oh, the Gundam
Yeah,
game?
just like Twitter. Or...
Oh shit. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
See, I found it from my friend who found it on YouTube.
It looks sick.
It looks so cool. It's basically Overwatch with Gundams.
Yeah, it looks sick.
It looks like it's gonna play nice too. But that obviously that trailer can be fake. So
I mean, the small amounts of pew pew that we got to
Gameplay
see,
shows.
it looked pretty smooth. So that's
like I said, the game
They look kind
could
of textureless.
dude, it's Gundam. Of course they look textureless. We gotta paint it ourselves.
No. In Gundam, your Gundams will be fucked up. They show fucked up Gundams all the time. They got scratches and marks in them and shit. These guys look like they're just not finished.
Well,
I could go for a little more texture on them.
yeah.
Unless this is some like hyper cheap, zero budget game.
It's cheap. It is cheap.
If it is, it can be forgiven if it's some crazy zero budget game that they're just throwing out to the wind, hoping it makes some money.
Yeah, these are all like
I'm
the
pretty-
base models too, right?
But other than that, it looks pretty cool. Like now that I'm finally
Yeah.
actually seeing it, I definitely want to play Gundam Barbados. Holy shit!
But yeah, I'm
Melee.
pretty sure it's a cheap. I'm pretty sure it's cheap, but
Then again, Gundam is like it makes fucking stupid money in Japan, so it might not really be that cheap. You know, it might be cheap by like Gundam standards, but it's not cheap by probably like anything else standards.
like the other thing I could think of is that the models don't have texture like that kind of texture until like.
Well, I just looked at a close up of Gundam Barbados, and it does not look finished at all. So it will probably look way better by the time the game is out.
It's also free to play, right? So
yeah,
I
it's
believe
free to
so.
play.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if they kept really shitty models for the base models, and then like all the microtransaction stuff looks
costumes.
really good.
Yeah, that's true. There probably is like
Like,
there's like battle damaged Barbados and shit. Yeah. I can
Yeah.
see that.
I was gonna say like, I think it's fine because as long as the game gets out and works,
Right,
I'm
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely form over function or function over
Yeah.
form kind of guy.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Like, I'm definitely down to try this out when it drops, no matter what it looks like.
Yeah, like fuck, I play League. Like I can't fucking complain. Like
Right. As I
Man,
heard, I
there's some-
fucking play goddamn 16-bit wannabe ass fucking indie games all the time. So, but yeah, this looks all right. I'm down for this.
I would play this way more than I would play Overwatch.
hell yeah, we should all play together. It'd be fun. It's 6v6. So we'd have like half a team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got some other friends that play.
Hell yeah, we just do one of those. Dude, we'd have to do one of the like stream together things again that we did with Titanfall 2.
Yeah.
Oh
I'd
yeah.
definitely be down.
Yeah, I know.
Cool, yeah.
That was like I don't know 6 months ago, but whatever.
Forever.
Yeah, when Titanfall 2 wasn't dead.
was alive. Yeah. Ugh.
I'm so sad to hear the news about that.
It's super bad. It's like maybe we shouldn't have brought a bunch of attention to this thing because
Right.
it really pissed off those hackers.
Apparently so.
Oh well. It sucks. And the fact is like there's no like hope really. There's no guarantee that EA is gonna be like, here's an update to Apex, and also we're gonna do something for Titanfall. They're just not. So, oh well. Hey, that story mode is good though. It's pretty hype.
It is pretty hype.
Just play that, I guess.
At least you'll still be able to run around and press buttons.
You will be locked out of 70% of the game, but fuck it.
70%. But you know what? That 30% is pretty good.
It is. There's time travel and really cool stuff in it.
Oh my god, it's Singularity all over again.
Singularity, what is that?
It's this really old shooter from like 2009. I
Oh,
wanna
it's
say.
not that fucking. It's not the one that has like the bald guy on it or whatever.
I think so. Yeah. But like you can like turn back time for specific things. And,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think I remember that. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. Actually, it looks like it's kind of similar because in Titanfall 2 you get a little hand thing that you like clasp and like you open and close your hand, it fucking causes time to flip and jump back and forth in time.
Mm-hmm.
And what the Singularity guy is holding looks almost exactly like that. So, but
Well, I mean, if you see a good idea.
yeah, if you see a good idea and a thing that sucks, steal it.
Yeah. Okay, let's actually move on to this fucking perfume.
So, okay, yeah.
Because I mean, the Steam Deck thing was just like, oh, Steam Deck's available to reserve, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It exists. The Steam Deck has been announced. Steam announces Golden Sun directly to the Switch Pro. There you go.
Steam announces. Yep. Okay. All right.
Just ... You know what? Fuck it.
Yep.
Wait, do these have micro SD expansion?
Yes.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. They do.
They're shockingly customizable and shit. So
Okay. I was gonna say like, because if not, why would you ever get the $400 model?
This is like, and plus everything this thing can do, like everybody's acting like it's like, I made the joke, but it's not really like in competition with the Switch to me. It's its own thing at this point because it just does so much other shit.
I just figured out another reason to get one of these.
What's that?
You know how everybody and their mother has a giant Steam library that's absolutely ridiculous, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you know how you share that with everybody always, right?
No.
What do you mean? You mean share?
Okay, so like you can share your profile so you can share your library of games with your friends.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also you might have like a close family member, like a brother or a sister, who doesn't have the money for a PC,
Get him a Steam
and
Deck.
you don't want them on your PC.
Right. Yeah, you got like a younger sibling.
Yeah, they can get a Steam Deck, and then they can add their library, but also have access to yours without having to get on your computer.
So you can stay off my fucking computer, Janet.
Don't want them to see all those hidden games I got.
Hidden files.
Hidden, those ones I don't have in Steam.
But yeah, like that just seems like old reliable. You could be playing a game, your brother could be playing a game, and none of you have to interact with each other.
Right. I don't have to look at
I
each
wonder.
other.
You know, honestly, like I'm looking at the specs right now, and one, it's a 16 by 10 aspect ratio, which is fucking weird. Because it's 1280 by 800 instead of 1280 by 720.
Yeah.
So even then, it's not gonna be like super high def or whatever the fuck it like 1080 is called, because there's like a name for it.
Slightly awkward.
Yeah. The other thing too is that like it's Zen 2, which is a pretty old architecture. It should be fine. But like this is probably like 2 chipsets ago. So
Yeah, I think there was an interview with fucking Gabe Newell, and he was talking about how they've been working on this for a while. So
yeah, well the other thing too is that those are probably available. Like,
right, exactly, yeah.
Right now, dude, even the APUs are like insanely expensive. So, but
The cool thing is the little touchpad for the mouse rather than using the analog stick.
Hopefully that isn't a fucking nightmare to use.
Yeah, hopefully it's not.
I'm surprised they put the
Hopefully you
touchpad
can calibrate it.
lower than the thumbsticks.
I'm surprised it's like that for both of them. Because
Yeah.
I know I would have expected like the left one maybe to be the left like touchpad to be raised over the thumbstick.
This just seems a little bit like bulky.
I mean, I like that. I don't like tiny ass little Nintendo systems that barely fit in my hands, you know. So if this thing is huge and bulky and I can fucking grip it, you know, I'm cool with that. I don't mind.
Rip it and rip it.
I just like
That's why I like the new fucking PS4 controllers over the PS3 controllers. They're bigger, bulkier.
yeah,
You know?
and also weigh literally anything.
Right, yeah.
Those are toys. The PS3 controllers are toys.
Dude, honestly, when I got my PS3 from GameStop, I thought they had given me a fake controller.
It's
I thought they gave me a fake controller because I was like, this is nothing.
like, what is this? A
I'm
Mad
trying
Cat
to
controller?
think.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's is the PS3 controller lighter than the PS2?
It's
Maybe?
very similar, if not lighter.
Oh well, yeah,
Okay.
because the PS2 one has a fucking wire attached to it, you know. But other than that,
No, I actually do think the PS2 controllers were a little bit heavier
I can't remember.
because
I can't.
I'm like feeling the memory weight in my hand, and the PS2 controller pulls down, and the PS3 controller just doesn't. You know,
right? Yeah.
the PS3 controller is
controller
not
really
affected by
doesn't.
gravity.
It's not.
It's
It's a pocket of air that just happens to be heavy enough to press buttons. That's
Yeah.
it.
Which
yeah, like
okay,
If you throw it up in the air and let it go, it'll float.
honestly,
It floats.
like as much as we both like, or not both, as much as we all don't like that, that is a marvel of technology that is available.
That's true. That's super light like that.
Too bad it sucks.
I mean,
Right.
yeah, but dude, come on,
Too much of a good thing.
fucking, come on, man, like, gotta
Yeah,
take the good with the bad, bro.
It is kind of
Yeah.
it is kind of like they nailed it a little too hard.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're like, man, we want this controller to feel weightless. We did it.
it's like,
Oh,
oh fuck.
it feels
But you
terrible.
didn't realize what weightless meant with this.
Why does it feel so bad to hold?
Right. That's great.
The rumble starts going, and you're like, I was holding something.
Roll will just fucking undo all the screws in the fucking controller.
Oh no, I have no controller now.
The rumble's just floating in midair.
For the rumble itself, yeah.
Did someone just break reality?
Wait,
That's great.
there's a gyro in this fucking thing?
In the Switch Steam Deck?
Yeah.
You killed the Switch.
In the Steam Switch? Yeah.
The Switch
Yeah.
deck.
The Steam Switch.
Dude, I'm like of two minds with stuff that put gyros and shit. Because
Yeah.
it's either really accurate and useful in extremely minute scenarios, or not accurate
Or
and
you're
extremely
playing Heavenly
detrimental.
Sword with the PS3 gyros.
Yeah.
Oh, good times.
I was
Good.
literally had to give the controller to Cameron because it was pissing me off so bad.
I did it on the third attempt.
Yep. I think the only other games I know that really used it were like Batman, like the Arkham games, and the Infamous games.
I don't know why, but I thoroughly enjoy that kind of stuff, like stupid gimmicks like that. I love those.
They're good when there are games that support them and they aren't horrible trash. You know, it's a function that actually works and isn't awkward as fuck.
This actually doesn't... Honestly, like, I'm getting hyped for this, but one, I can't afford it.
Whoa!
and
Don't get too hype. Don't
And
get too
two,
hype.
like, I don't play my games anyway, so...
Yeah.
I can't, like... I wish I could, but I can't.
And you know what? Not only will I like be able to go through, not only will I go through my backlog a little bit more, I'll also be more willing to get other games that I'd be like, well, I don't want to play this because it's just gonna sit in my backlog, you know.
Yeah, I definitely have like 500 games in my Steam library. But we're just not going to talk about that.
I have quite a few as well.
Oh, I take that back. I think I have 600.
I'm not anywhere near that close.
700
but-
actually. Okay, cool.
Oh,
Well, a lot of
God,
them-
it keeps going up.
A lot of them...
Oh wait, sales coming up. Oh, I have 800 now. Oh no.
Well, a lot of them have like multiple versions of themselves. Like Call of Duty, like Black Ops has 4 different quote unquote games. So it's a lot of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Or like Company of Heroes. I have Company of Heroes 1 and 2, but because like I guess how the expansions work, they're all completely separate games. It's not that bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
Anyway, so there's a Guilty Gear perfume or some shit.
Eau de parfum. Yeah, they made stinky crap to make you smell like a scrub.
Ah,
Pog?
No, not. It doesn't make you sound like or smell like a scrub. It just makes you smell like far slash. It makes you smell like far slash. That's all it is.
Yeah, exactly. It makes you smell like the most annoying move in fighting games right now.
Yep. I think it's far. Is it far slash or is heavy slash? I can't remember. I think it's far slash. God damn, now I have to look this up.
I'm pretty sure it's actually far. The first perfume inspired by Soul Bad Guy and his appearance in Guilty Gear Strive is described as a scent that is inspired by rugged masculinity.
Yep, it's far slash.
Okay,
it's far slash.
Yeah.
I was like, I have to make sure I'm saying it right. Yeah, it's far slash. The fist.
Garbage. I hate that move. However, the perfume inspired by Kaikisk has a lighter fragrance according to the retailer. This perfume is a lighter floral scent in comparison to the Soul Bad Guy perfume. Additionally, the perfume has features notes of lemon, bergamot, black tea, jasmine, rose, vanilla, and musk. Musk.
Okay, King Kai, chill.
Who is this for? Who is this for? Because as we all know, fighting game players can't smell themselves.
No. Again, savants that play fighting games.
Okay.
It's the people in the fighting games who have a little bit more suave, but they don't actually.
Those guys who are there to smell nice, apparently.
They think
wear
they're
nice clothes.
They think they're the shit, and then they go outside of fighting games and they're just normal people.
Some dork.
I just
Like me.
You gonna buy this, cause?
Yeah, I'm just like, you gonna get this?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think it's cool, I guess. But at the same time, like, oh my god, who the fuck cares? Like,
yeah. I'm not really sure why it was like a news story on Silicon Era, I guess, but like, but whatever, I guess.
Oh boy.
like I could see this for if someone had a very unique
Style.
And like if they were a fashion designer in game, I could see it.
If they were some sort of bad guy who was solo.
Or just like, you know, it's like someone who their entire thing is roses or something. You know, something like that?
Yeah.
But this is just like, okay, you're gonna smell like a dude. And it's just like, I can do that for free. Like
it's just weird when they do like uber specific stuff like this instead of just selling it based on the smell, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like this is for a very specific person in like the fighting game community, you know? Like it's gonna be not too many people are fucking with this other than like the novelty of it.
Like the only reason why I see this being bought is girlfriends buying it for their boyfriends,
Right, that kind of shit.
to support their fighting
and the
game.
boyfriend won't ever use it once.
No, but it's cool to just have.
Right,
Like
they'll put it on their nerd shelf along with all their other shit.
actually,
Yeah.
I would
Like, if
totally
you-
put this on my nerd shelf. I don't even play Guilty
I was
Gear.
gonna
That's
say-
what I mean, like the
like-
novelty of it, like that's it. Like
I just imagine if like I had like 3 different what's it called full statues or figures of Soul, you could put that right up there with those.
right, yeah, that right, exactly.
I guess to me, what would make the most sense was if these were just like reskinned bottles, so that way if people actually like the scents, they could get them without having to like deal with the Guilty Gearness of it, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although they've done it for apparently Hatsune Miku, so like fuck it, I don't know, whatever. Like, moving on.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't actually read this article. I just fucking put it in here. But Xbox head Phil Spencer has complimented PlayStation's DualSense controller and suggested that it might inspire Microsoft to add features to its own controller.
It's going to be even heavier of a controller.
Right.
Woo.
They're just going to literally just add it to the controller, like stick it on with glue and shit.
Can we just talk about how the PS5 is still not readily available? Like,
Yeah, seriously.
That's the first thing I thought of when I saw this. I'm like, oh right, the PS5 is a thing. God, I'm sad.
As far as I'm concerned, the PS5 hasn't released yet. Until it's, easily available to everybody and not just a few million scalpers,
I just don't understand how it's been a year and it's like, I guess it's just the they can't get cards for it or something.
Yeah, like everything's still fucked.
Right.
Yeah.
But don't worry, the U.S.
ridiculous.
military is trying to fix that right now.
Are they really?
About that though, yeah.
Great. Look, support the troops, but like, come fucking on, bro.
Are they making cards? Like,
No, they're just
what?
bombing a place that has the stuff to make cards. So.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. All right. Anyways, moving on. Controller, yeah.
So,
this doesn't even tell us what they're looking at. It just says like
Right, yeah.
they might take stuff.
Some ideas.
yeah. Because I mean,
I
Phil
think-
Spencer doesn't want to say exactly what all the cool shit is, because then when the next controller comes out and it has all that cool shit,
The 2 to 3 biggest things. I'll get it unless you want to make it. Anyways, the coolest 3 things that I see from the PS5 controller, from just what I've heard, is the dynamic rumble features, which are actually really cool. Like, just the thought of it.
Yeah. The
Like in Dark Souls,
the feedback, the haptic feedback and shit.
yeah,
cool.
yeah. So like in Demon Souls, whenever you swing with certain weapons, depending on what kind of cling you get a different rumble. So it's like, if you're using a hammer, it's gonna go.
Yeah, that's rad.
I also turn
off that's gonna-
vibration on everything because it kills batteries.
Yeah.
Kills controller battery. It's,
The other thing is the trigger.
the triggers on the
There's-
PS4.
There's like resistance on the trigger.
Yeah, so there's 2 different points for the triggers, from what I've heard, and so you can set it so that way the first trigger will like pull up a bow, and then the second trigger will shoot, so you don't have to hold down a second button to aim your bow or anything like that,
Right.
or aim a gun.
Like, I think the best thing Sony has been innovating on is just the controllers, because it's not like Nintendo where they fucking overhaul the whole fucking thing every single time and it's a fucking nightmare. They just simply iterate, and they're like, what would be cool or what would improve what we've already done.
How do we make this controller be affected by gravity?
Better.
like no matter what anyone
Effectively.
like they to me they still always have the best controls. Even the PS3 controller to me is still better than like other controllers,
The Duke.
Oh my god.
I will say,
Do you want a weightless controller or the heaviest controller you've ever had?
I do think that as far as pure playability is concerned for the console that it was on, I think the Xbox 360 controller is probably the best.
I think a lot of people would agree too. I'm not sure how much I agree with that. I've only really fucked with Xbox 360 controllers like very limitedly,
I can agree. The 360 controller is probably one of the best.
I don't think it's like the best of all time, but I think relative to the console it was on, it was the best. Simply because there were so many fucking shooters, and having
true.
one stick for movement like higher and one stick lower for aiming was like, it's perfect. It feels so good.
Also the triggers felt really good to just go.
Yeah, they did.
Like,
can you
and
do
if
that
you want. Also, you could have gotten the there's replacement parts for it where you can get an extended trigger, so that you can double finger just.
My friend Jason had one of those.
I don't know if it was effective at all for anyone who didn't play it consistently.
Well, that's the funny thing is that the actuation points in the 360 controller were not hair triggers, so it didn't actually change much. Like, because you had to push it down all the way.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Right.
It wasn't like at the top of the actuation thing. So you either had to like modify the controller even more, and like force a hair trigger sensor, or it was just kind of to make it look cool? Question mark. Like. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, at least when you put the controller down, it stands up a little bit higher.
Hell yeah. Okay, so what's
That is
all
the,
this?
that is the one thing I fucking hate about the PS4 controllers. Is you can't set it down anything other than a fucking perfectly flat surface.
Because it just goes flying
across your room. Because
dude,
Yep.
just cut out the middle bit and chuck it into a wall.
It's still not as bad as the PS3 controllers. When you put it down, it would press both triggers down.
yeah,
Oh, dude, I hate that shit.
so dumb.
Like, we really have gotten to the point where that should be a design like implementation.
Right, like it should, like that should not happen, ever.
Like that should be a test. That should be like, okay, does this trigger the triggers when you put it down?
Right, yeah, like
Yeah.
Like it doesn't need to be like, oh, it doesn't trigger at all like when you chuck it. But if you set it down, it
Like,
should
like
not trigger
gently.
things. Yeah. If I put it straight down, it should not hit the buttons. Sony.
right. I shouldn't have to buy your special $200 fucking controller stand just to put my fucking controller down.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? That was the other thing that I liked about the 360. The 360 controller was that the triggers were curved outwards.
Yeah.
So it was like an actual like trigger of a gun. And so the other nice thing was, one, gave stability when you put it down. Two, it was really hard to press those by accident.
Like by accident.
Yeah, like putting it down or whatever. So anyway, let's go to everyone's favorite vampire lady.
Oh, yeah, this is kind of an old, out of date story now, but basically because Resident Evil 8 had some fucking ridiculous DRM shit in it, it caused it to run like crap on PC.
What's new?
Right. Oh my fucking god, the Eurogamer, fuck off. All these. Please turn off ad blocker, please. No.
No. Please.
Stop.
Please just
Stop filling
putting-
your website with fucking disgusting garbage ads over the fucking place.
You don't need 70 ads on the home screen.
Ridiculous.
Like, I support this kind of stuff unless it makes my computer run like shit.
Right.
Like,
Should
and
take 15 minutes for your page to load because the page is prioritizing all the goddamn fucking Geico commercials and garbage.
yeah, like, come on. Anyway,
So the RE8 PC version, it ran like shit, and the pirate version with the crack code with no DRM runs great. Way better than the normal version. So that sucks, and it was unacceptable, and Capcom agreed. So basically, like the next day, they were like, "Hey, we're working on it. Sorry." So that was the story. But it just goes to show that I don't know why companies keep putting this DRM shit in their games, because they literally always just take it out like a month later.
What does DRM stand for?
I have no.
it's,
What is it? Digital something?
it's fuck. Yeah,
I used to know it off the top of my head, but I fucking erased it for whatever reason. Digital rights management.
there we go.
Okay.
It's basically just so it's just like anti-piracy shit that keeps it you know,
Yeah.
from being stolen.
Yeah.
I knew
but-
what it was. I just didn't know what the actual.
But like it never works, and people figure out how to crack it anyway. You know.
Yeah.
Yep.
That
And
is
all
the
it does is
funny
make your
thing.
games run like shit.
That is the funny thing. Like, how? How does this keep happening? Like,
Yeah.
Like, the whole reason you put it in is to keep like 8 people from buying the game,
Right.
or 8 people from pirating the game. Everyone else just goes, "I'll just wait for the crack."
Right.
Yeah.
And it's just so yeah, companies keep putting it in their shit, and the shit gets stolen anyway, and it just makes their games run like shit. And they take it out, and it's just wasting time and money doing this. skip a lot of shitty news stories and a lot of time wasting by just not doing it in the first place.
I do agree that like they need to have it in for like the either first week or first month, but
if it makes the game run like shit, that's unacceptable.
I was gonna say also if the game runs like shit because of it, yeah, you need to figure out a different method.
Like, yeah.
I don't know. Like, obviously I want people to get paid, so buy games, but like it's gotten to the point where like every single DRM has pretty much been figured out. Like,
yeah.
like I don't know why that is, but it's just like the other thing too is that a lot of these people wouldn't buy the game anyway.
Right, yeah.
Or like if they're gonna crack it, they bought the game to crack. Like,
yeah.
So it just seems like one of those things where it's like, I don't know, like maybe Cause is right. Like put it on for like 6 months and then just be like, you know what, like
6 months. 6 months is a long time, but I know what you mean though. Yeah.
That's a long time for your game to run like shit.
Yep. But like at least the first week, if they find that it's still running bad, then like maybe after that. But because the game does need to have proper sales, and investors want
it probably is just for like investors' sake. Or like, hey, we have this anti-piracy stuff, so no one's stealing your shit.
Except
so that means you're gonna get some money.
Yeah. And it says the article says it used Denuvo and Capcom's own anti-piracy tech, which is within Denuvo.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
circumvent one, you got both.
Yeah. So it's really fucking running the shit ragged.
Dude, okay, you know what like sold me on the fact that DRMs are just never really gonna be that good unless we can fucking like SSID everyone. Like the fact that SimCity within like 2 weeks of it being released had a cracked version offline like version of SimCity.
Yeah, I do remember that story.
And I'm just like, okay, if they could do this, like fuck it. Like
yeah, so like as there was, I forget Gabe Newell, I think that's the dude's name, who was like, DRMs are stupid because they always get cracked. They're not in there for keeping people out. It's just to be keeping people happy. That's all it is for.
Yeah.
Remember when the X-Bone had weird DRM where you wouldn't be able to give people your games?
Yeah, that was fucking stupid.
It's so weird.
There was for Gmod, what's it called? Did you know gaming? I was watching them talk about DRM just yesterday. So they're talking about
actually good YouTube channel. Everybody should watch and subscribe to Did You Know Gaming.
They do great stuff.
Amazing stuff, yeah.
Yeah. They're talking about how Gmod has one of those things where they would make all the pirated versions cracked, where there'd be a small bug that would give your Steam name and post that as the error message. That was it.
That's funny.
I think
so. Like you'd be able to play the game completely normal, but the error message would come up saying that your Steam name. And if anybody asks, like, "Hey man, I'm keeping this error message every time I boot the game up," you would know it's pirated, and you would know their Steam name that pirated it.
You'd be like going into like forums and shit, like revealing yourself.
Yeah,
I think my favorite developer-based DRM was the one with Arkham Asylum, where you couldn't glide.
Oh, that's right.
The crack game.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'm sure this has been
funny.
Totally like perused and like gotten around and stuff, but
I'm sure.
Back in the day, it was like somebody had not only did they crack the game, they got it early before it had hit shelves, and we're asking like, why can't I do this? And one of the devs was just like, we put that as an anti-piracy measure. Good job, bro. Like
somehow you got it before it even hit the shelves. Good job, though.
I want to say in was it Serious Sam, one of those games? If you the pirate version just spawns
the Scorpion,
unkillable, invincible enemies.
Yeah,
you can still beat the whole game,
yeah,
but there's one enemy that you couldn't kill.
Yeah. So that was funny. But yeah, like I prefer stuff like that where it just makes the game nearly impossible to do. You know, fuck all that DRM shit. Just make it so the motherfucker can't finish the game.
Well, now that's a speed run.
Right?
Yeah, I think it's called Pink Scorpion %.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings has one where it is you can only play as what's his name who holds the ring, and it takes forever to level up. That's it.
Yeah.
Those you get access to one character, and you have to spend like 1,000 years getting XP.
That's funny. That's super good.
Is this okay? Sorry, I'm moving forward. Is this Stadia new shit? This looks like shit we talked about.
This is well, before it was the actual number. This is something a little different. This is about how they're doing it based on
the click through
sales.
Oh wait, I thought it was like number of plays that it gets per day.
Whatever it is, yeah, something like that. Yeah, that is because before it was literally just we were just learning like what percentage they were giving, developers just as part of the deal, and they had kind of hinted at before that there was something based on, how much they were gonna play, and this is like how much they got played, and this is the actual what's the word I'm looking for? Explanation on that, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's just more stuff about how Stadia is like Stadia to give devs a cut of Stadia Pro revenue based on how often the game is played. So basically Stadia is just trying anything to get developers in to put stuff out on Stadia.
Yeah.
Stadia would be a great indie console.
Well, there's also another another story that I don't think I put into the docket. Let me check actually. I did not. It's about Stadia, and they're like there's rumors that they're actually shopping it out so that other people can use Stadia's technology for their own devices, for their own thing.
Okay.
That is smart. That is really smart. Setting yourself up as a licensing for streaming, for like stream gaming.
It's like, here we go. I'll put it in the whatchamacallit.
Like also, I'm thinking about it. Stadia's great for like the just the technology would be great for group art or like group design projects.
Yeah, where you can have like input and close to instant feedback.
Yeah, like you can go like, hey, I need you to work on this model real quick, and then you can just let them work on the model off your computer.
Right. What the hell is this? Oh.
Obviously.
God damn, this fucking website's crying about the fucking ad blocker.
It's almost exactly the same as you're talking about how office spaces need to use VR more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, actually, I think I legit think that if Google wants to create or wants to like really profit off Stadia, this is what they should do.
This is it.
Yeah, like license the engine.
Because fucking in that same Gabe Newell interview about the Steam Deck, he was talking about like potentially moving into like doing like hospital equipment and shit. And I was like, more companies should just be like the guys in the background just making shit. You don't have to be the leading whatever the fuck in this thing.
Yeah.
You can just be the guys who made the tech for it, and that's it. And then sold it out to other people. Because that's where the real money is.
Mm-hmm.
Why take like ridiculously massive risks all the time and basically create Google Stadia when you can just make some tech and
put your
give it out?
stock into fun when you could just let someone else do that?
Right. Like when all you want to do is make money, just build some software and then make that money.
Because fun is not guaranteed.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did any of you try Stadia after launch? Nope.
I
didn't try it before launch or during launch, I should say.
I don't know. This is one of those things where it's like this. It seems like such a no-brainer that like
Yeah.
If this was me, I would be like, we have this technology that's not selling by itself, but all you have to do is
how can we recoup our losses?
Yeah, all you have to do is just be like, well, if we just like essentially like this. It's what Epic does. It's like they created the
Yeah.
engine and people just use it, and they just
Right.
rake in the royalties. Like fuck it. Like,
Exactly. It's how they made. That's how they made their stupid amounts of money. That in Fortnite. Like, what's this shit? Okay, but all right. Moving on. From Stadia's weird kind of double play to keep existing.
So Netflix is doing
Netflix.
is potentially doing video games? Question mark.
Video. Well, this is kind of an old story because it's been updated a few times since then. But they're doing like they're basically doing a Stadia thing, and also yeah, right. But also they're doing like the thing they do with Black Mirror Bandersnatch, I think it was called.
Oh, they'll like pick your own.
Yeah, they're gonna start doing like more of that. So, and they said it's gonna be part of your existing streaming service. If you already have it, you'll just get this. So no extra charge, basically.
Yeah.
And this is coming from like people at Netflix, people in charge of Netflix, going like, our biggest competition isn't other streaming services, it's Fortnite and Steam and that kind of shit. So they've decided to step into the ring, and surely this will go great because everything Netflix does goes so well.
I'm concerned that Fortnite is the competitor.
Yeah.
Because Netflix and Fortnite, like, Fortnite as a game is like very, like, it's pretty kid focused, you know, like young, like really should be watching like Barney or some shit, kid focused, you know.
Damn, is it really that kid focused?
I mean, maybe not,
With
but
like Travis Scott and like Ariana Grande and shit being the musical people and shit. It wasn't like what's his face too, like Post Malone or some shit. Isn't he in the game?
I think at a concert.
He had a concert.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, like, okay, so maybe it's like 9 or 10, but like, are those the people that are really gonna be spending time on Netflix anyway? Like,
Probably not.
yeah, like, they took all their Power Rangers off Netflix, bro. Like, they're not gonna be on there. Like,
And they took Jackie Chan Adventures off Netflix.
they did?
It went to Disney though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was a while ago.
I was like, fuck, I knew I just saw it somewhere. It was on Disney.
I think you can still get you can get like a whole bunch of Power Rangers shit on Shout Factory. So
Anyway,
Shout
yeah.
Factory. They also have Reboot, which is fucking rad.
That's interesting.
A bunch of stuff, dude. They have really good stuff. Like stuff you'd be like, whoa, what the fuck? How have I not heard of this fucking streaming service before?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see a problem with creating more interactive stuff. I do see a problem with creating actual video games.
Yeah,
Or I
don't
should
know
say,
if
like,
they're-
video games that are being marketed as video games and sold as video games rather than interactive, like, movies.
I wonder if they're
Yeah.
really gonna try the Stadia thing and just have people try to port their shit to the Netflix gaming thing, you know, or if they're gonna, if like how much of the stuff are they gonna like make themselves, and then how much are they gonna, you know, just pimp out or whatever. Because Netflix does like to make their own stuff. Like when they started doing the whole big anime thing, it's a very big deal that it's Netflix anime. So
Yeah, I guess.
Crunchyroll also started doing that, which I thought was kind of crazy. Like, I'm happy for it though, because there's so many more animes that are of decent quality.
right, yeah.
Shall we go on to our weeks?
Well,
We're
we
gonna
got
talk
the
about-
fighting game
We're
corner.
gonna talk about Gold Penis,
Gold Dickinson,
Gold Johnson,
Of course, sorry.
Gold Dick Lewison.
big bad motherfucker. Fucking.
That's a good number.
So Guilty Gear Strive's new character is out. Yay!
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 In this behemoth typhoon.
In this one,
In this behemoth typhoon.
in this behemoth typhoon,
In this behemoth typhoon.
it's not an alien. It's a cryptid.
It's not an alien. It's a cryptid. It's not an alien.
It's definitely not an alien.
That is a big boy.
Definitely not.
So he just spins a lot. I hope you enjoy spinning. If you're a Gold Dick player.
His name is Gold Dick.
What is his fucking name? It's Gold Lewis
His name is
Dickinson.
No, his name is Gold Dick in Hand. Because you gotta spin that stick.
Gold Dick Johnson. Yeah, exactly. You have to helicopter your dick around to play this character.
Yeah, it's Gold Dick in
not
Hand.
a joke.
Because you gotta spin that stick.
This is a fun character. Good job, Guilty Gear.
He is a fun character.
He's kind of weird. But he's fun to play. I was fucking around with him a little bit, and he's like, he's clearly. I wouldn't necessarily call him a gimmick character, but he clearly has his gimmick.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah. So he's cool. I can't wait to see some exceptionally high level stuff with him later.
Yeah. The issue that I've heard that he has is that he has no get off me tools.
Yeah, I can see that.
Very
I
similar,
can see that.
Very similar to Nago. But Nago at least has his jabs and stuff that are better than Gold Lewis. Gold Lewis does not have any like.
Yeah, he's very slow. He's very, very slow. So his jab's like nothing.
Mm-hmm. He has good frame traps and stuff, but it's just he's also got that ridiculous short hop.
Yeah.
Very useful. It's really annoying.
Oh yes. Strive.
But we're going into the FGC corner of news real quick. So we got Gold Lewis. Then we also got Oro and Akira.
Oh yeah, Oro and Akira in SF5. They're coming out. They were announced. When are they coming? Because they actually got a date.
The 16th. At the 16th.
Yeah, 16th. And they announced a new character.
A brand new character.
Fresh off the presses, this character. It's Luke.
It's Luke.
He punches stuff real good.
He also looks, from apparently what they were saying,
he looks like Captain Commando.
Well, that, but I was gonna say more. He looks like a rejected character from a what was it, SNK game?
You talking about Capcom All Stars or whatever?
Yes, or the cross.
I saw that stuff too, and then immediately everybody was like, "It's not him."
It's not him
because that character's name is like Rook or Rook or whatever.
Yeah,
and people were like, "It looks kind of like him, but they're completely two different characters."
The funniest thing is that his release date is in November, and the character's birthday is November 12th.
Yeah.
Like, so people were trying to go for it, and then it's just a bit of a stretch, and then the
it's a stretch, like all the weird Kojima rumors that are happening right now.
Yeah, but I think one of the creators came out and said, no, it's not the same character, and everyone was like, oh man, our game theory dick was now soft.
I think Max is right. I think Max is the closest, I should say, that he's like he looks kind of like Captain Commando. He probably won't. I get the feeling he probably won't be related to any other character, but he's just purely a new character that's going to be like ushering in the era of Street Fighter 6, basically.
The only thing I do see is that next year around Halloween he will get a Captain Commando skin.
Right? Yeah, exactly. I can definitely see that. But other than that, he looks pretty cool. He was fucking up Ryu in that little trailer they did. So.
Yep. Because that's the only person whose animations actually land against.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
But I mean, they got a whole 3 months before.
I'll also say his animations look like really good. Like
they don't look too bad. No.
Like it was kind of nuts. I was like, this looks better than kind of a lot of the other SF5 characters.
It's almost like some Love and Joy is back in the game.
Right. Now that one guy left.
Possibly.
Hold on, before we get into our weeks, let me see if there's anything else interesting that happened in the week. Because I was looking at a few news stories and I couldn't...
There's been some stuff going on in the world.
I had a couple.
Video game news.
Well, do you guys want to talk about the Blizzard Activision shit at all?
No. Like, they're pieces of
is
shit.
so
They're
depressing.
pieces of shit, and I'm tired of hearing
and you
about
know
it.
what? There's so much now. Like, literally every day, you're resetting the fucking Blizzard Activision clock because it's some new shit coming out. Whether it's about like Cosby rooms or dudes just walking into breastfeeding rooms and shit. Like, it's always some new shit.
I'm just gonna put the blanket statement out that it is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah,
like,
these guys are pieces of shit. Fuck Bobby Kotick. Fuck all these CEOs who are leaving because they think it'll save them from, criticism. Yeah, fuck these assholes. It's sick and disgusting.
I'm glad it's getting rooted out. That's
Yep.
that's all.
Will Activision Blizzard recover? Do you think?
They're too big.
At least reputation wise.
Oh fuck no.
Reputation. I think it's like the best they got. The best shot they have is that it'll be a meme in 5 years, rather than
That's
like their
true.
actual image. That's the best they can hope for. That it'll just be a meme.
Man, yeah, they honestly, like they'll have to seriously get rid of like dudes like Bobby Kotick and like the rest of these fucking pieces of shit. But then at what point is it even Blizzard anymore? Because it seems like the entirety of the fucking leadership just completely failed everybody. So
Yep. It's gonna be one of those things where like it's just gonna have to. It's just gonna be a name at some point. Like
yeah.
I think
it's
if they can get back to the like creating good games and not ruining people's lives,
Right.
it'll go back to being Blizzard.
Yeah.
But
yep.
until then,
they also got to change the culture around their fucking workplace, because apparently they were like, we only want people who love Blizzard to work here because
we want to work them to death.
Right, exactly, and then they'll take advantage of them. They won't want to quit. They'll be able to do whatever the fuck they want to them.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just who cares?
See, in that situation, I'm like, it makes sense you want your fans to work for you, but also at the same time, the reason why you want that is
it's sick and disgusting. Yeah, it's so you can
Yep.
take advantage of them and do whatever you want to them and treat them like slaves,
Yep.
Yeah, I
like
don't
devoted followers.
I don't want to hear about this.
Do you guys
Anyways.
know anything about Amazon's New World?
I've seen a little bit of gameplay, and I thought it was supposed to be like a like an MMO that was kind of more based on reality, but there's a lot of magic and shit.
Yeah.
So I was just like, the one thing I had been excited for was that maybe it was a little bit closer to like a colonial like situation, but since there's magic, I'm just like, why would I play this instead of Final Fantasy 14 or Elder Scrolls Online or like literally anything else?
I actually had a theory. I don't know anything about this game because I didn't even realize it had come out. I just suddenly saw the stories where it was like dominating the Steam charts or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that the only reason it's doing so well is because people just want like a new game like this to play.
Yeah, well, because
Right now.
WoW is fucking struggling. Like, even without all the shit, WoW is struggling.
Right, exactly.
And people haven't found the fucking blessed savior that is Final Fantasy 14 yet. So, like...
Right, and this is like a hot new thing.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a bunch of people are trying to get into it. So,
Yeah.
like, I bet the numbers will drop off hard after a while if this game isn't really if it isn't really like that good and it's just being puffed up by people who are just bored essentially.
Yeah.
We'll see if it really is the shit. It's just weird that I keep seeing like stories about how it's dominating, which I bet even the stories are just kind of overblown.
Oh, the game's not even out yet.
Good.
New World,
At least on Steam, it's not.
it's dominating the Steam weekly charts.
Is in beta then, maybe?
Yeah, it must have had a beta weekend or something.
Maybe
Which,
it's
I guess,
pre-ordered.
maybe that. Yeah, well, let's go look it up.
The
I'm
game's
literally,
on Game
I'm
Pass
literally
for
looking
PC.
at it right now. September 28th is the release date.
That's weird because it says for the week ending the 1st of August, the best-selling game was Amazon's New World, which maintained its #1 position for its second week in a row.
On what systems?
It's
Was
on
it-
Game Pass, so I think Xbox.
Oh, you can't use Game Pass to
But-
like.
This This is saying Steam. This article is talking about it being on Steam. This kit group.
Yeah, but the
sense.
sales itself are on Game Pass, which
Quite often, new major releases will dethrone the reigning champions of the Steam weekly charts. However, Neon Giants: The Ascent did not manage to do so, landing in 3rd place.
It might be it might have been like a beta thing where if you had purchased it, then you could go do it. But at least I can't buy it right now, so
That's weird.
yeah, fucking who cares?
Yeah, I mean, none of us are gonna play it, so who cares?
I'll play it if they sponsor me. Fucking pay me.
They literally give you money.
Yeah, either give me the game for free or give me the game for free and pay me. I don't care which.
Jeff Bezos has to personally hand me $1 billion for me to play this game, so fuck him.
Damn. But not the game, so you still have to buy them.
yeah, I have to buy it.
So who's winning now, Deshaun?
That's funny.
Let's get into the weeks.
Hell yeah.
all